Great question. The 90-day rule about waiting to have sex. Should a woman wait to have sex for 90 days? And should a man wait to spend money for 90 days? The fascinating, first of all, it's a lesson in following your own intuition. There are people that have been, that quickly moved into something personal and physical, and they're married 50 years later. And there are other people that rush it and it falls apart. It's so unique to each individual. There's no concoction quite like those two that are combined. And it's a lesson in paying attention to your own guidance system and following your own boundaries for what feels comfortable for you. And we've all been trained away from using our intuition and our gut for guidance. And you're supposed to be using it. It's not like, oh, don't know what that is. I'm not sure, I got a feeling, and that's not valid. Nothing could be further from the truth. Your brain is no match for your intuition. So don't dishonor your own guidance. You want to spend money on a woman, spend money on a woman, but not because you're trying to get some. I mean, that whole premise is funky. Love and give because it feels good doing that, not because you're expecting anything in return. When you do things based upon expecting a return, you set yourself up for disappointment because you're being conditional in your loving or your giving, and that's not a good foundation for giving anything or allowing yourself to be charitable or loving or anything. So, and as far as a woman's sexuality, and we all know there's a lot of double standards about women's sexuality compared to men's. A man can sleep with a woman and say, oh, it's just the way men are. And a woman could sleep with a man quickly and it'd be like she's a hoe. So we all know there's a lot of contradictions with our sexuality. And the fact is, those are all man-made judgments that have been we've been indoctrinated with. A lot of our feelings about our sexuality are very, very messed up and very unnatural, and that's why so many people are very unhappy trying to stifle their natural inclinations because of their own judgments and society's judgments on what's right and wrong about that, including homosexuality, bisexuality, the frequency, and how long you're waiting before sex. All of that stuff is, let's just say, at a minimum, to be massively examined per individual from where that's really coming from. But the biggest thing is don't go beyond your own boundaries for what's comfortable for you. It doesn't matter if it's about spending your money or about your sexual expression. Honor your feelings, and they should be based upon your individual feelings, not other people's opinions about what's right and wrong about that. And that needs to be enough for you. Don't look for a co-signature. Don't look for approval. We're getting away from that. We're coming into a time of awakening about really loving yourself is not a dirty word. Being selfish is not a dirty word. It's healthy, and letting your feelings be enough for you without anyone's approval or opinion. And this kind of ties all into that. So in closing, it's kind of a big lesson on your own intuition and what's right for you, and owning that and letting that be enough. And so the 90-day rule, I think is retarded. I think that it depends on how much you're talking to someone. It depends on how much time you're spending with someone. You could have a very little amount of time each week as you're getting to know someone, versus spending a lot of time and diving headfirst into a wonderful, wonderful connection. And so you can see where those boundaries would make that law or that rule pretty retarded and out of date, but a nice attempt at trying to set some boundaries for ensuring your happiness. But that's guarded, and you really don't want to live in a guarded way. You want to throw out rules, you want to throw out other people's opinions, and you want to get in touch with who you are and how you feel and what's right for you. Period. So share that if it helps. I'm here for you, whatever you want to talk about, whatever you want to ask. And don't forget to share the video, and don't forget to join the group. Thank you.